Hey, you're right, TJ.
Muted. Good. Leave it.
So, anyone any questions about anything in general? But obviously, any of the recent any of the recent sessions, or any comments anyone would like to put in? Questions?
I'd just like to say Gary is awesome.
There you go, Gary.
Thank you.
Yeah. That recent progress has been off the charts, Gary. It's great to watch.
Yeah.
And also what's great to watch is you're focusing on the movements that are close to, but not beyond the limit of your ability. When you start trying to focus on the ones that are beyond the limit of your ability, that's where progress stops, and you hit that glass ceiling. And it's been noticeable how you have been focusing on the patterns where you need to work and get the progress out of. So well done there, mate.
Yeah.
Right, Crispin, you all right? Yeah, Crispin, are you with us?
Sorry, yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Anything you'd like to add before we start?
No, just apart from just really good to see everyone, and sounded like a great session on Thursday. So looking forward to tonight's.
To follow a brilliant one on Wednesday as well, you know. Right, well, what we're going to start with, as ever, with a rolling pattern of sorts, because of the progress everyone's been making. The rolling pattern I'm going to use is the Turkish get up. We'll only progress as far as sitting up for those who can progress as far as that. And at the top of the charts at the moment is Amber.
Oh, I can only do the rolling. Look at you.
That's nice, Amber.
Only it, but I can roll on the other side now.
So just have awareness of, as you're flipping over on the elbow, you want to be moving simultaneously with the other.
Yeah, I know. I messed up.
Yeah, that's much better. That's great, Amber. Well done.
Better. A bit.
Jules, next up, mate.
Good.
Focus on slow and controlled, mate. That right foot can poke out a little bit more. Externally rotate. That's it. That's nice as well. Now remember, go down the same way. Have some discipline on the way down. So that's all we want you to go, just to sit up. Yeah. That's not bad. But when you go down on the other side, I don't want to see you sliding that hand, the supporting hand out. I want to see that rotate and you put the elbow down in a similar way to how you come up. Oh, other side, mate.
Okay. No, I just wanted to, yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good skills. Now think about the setup.
Yeah.
Now, on that side, mate, it seemed that you were a little bit more frontally orientated than in the roll. So try to roll and reach more. Roll and reach as you come round. A little bit better. Obviously, still a use of momentum, but
that's probably as good as I've done it before, actually.
I would concur with that, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And
Usually
so,
that leg comes up a lot, doesn't it?
yeah, but awareness, well, the leg didn't come up at all there.
Mm.
The only area where you would seek to improve is not to have to use momentum. And
Okay.
so you want to be able to freely move into that area that you're having to throw yourself into a little bit. To be honest, I think that might just come with awareness itself. I'm working on that rolling pattern just as rolling. But well done, mate.
Thank you.
Obviously, Dominica, Crispin, jump in at any time if you've anything to add or correct. Rob. Oh,
just-
sorry, but go on, Dominica.
Quick comment. Steve, do you guys sometimes pause at the elbow?
Yeah, it's often a way you break at every single point in the Turkish get-up. You know, I suppose on this one here, I'm using it a little bit more as the rolling warm-up rather than focusing on the TGU itself. So that's that's great, Rob. You only had to go to sitting, but that is great. It's nice and tall as well. Remember to go down. I was going to say go down in the same way that you came up, mate. And nice and slow and controlled. I'll just go down the same way. Rob, go down the same way. So keep straighten that right leg. And then lean on that right hand. And then you're going to go elbow down and then rotate into it. Reach over so you can control it. Excellent, Rob. And then onto your back. So, Dominica, were you thinking about doing the breaking it down into the segments to try to address Jules feeling the need for momentum?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this, you know, my background with this is really heavily influenced by, you know, Brett Jones, Mark Chang.
Yeah.
But I feel like that setup before you even start moving can actually make everything that flows from there a little bit easier. So with the traditional roll, you know, having the arm starting out at 90 degrees or above is typical. But to not be straining through that roll that takes you into the get up, it can be really helpful to have the arms closer to that 45-degree angle from the body, which if you pause at the elbow, you know, those pieces kind of all flow together. I think for me personally, and what I feel in my own body and feeling the difference between actually rolling into that first position versus, you know, kind of straining to get there.
Yep. And so let's have a little look at that rolling to the right-hand side, Jules. We'll just go back and we'll see if we can run through what Dominica's been talking about there. Did you sort of, have you got a handle on what Dominica was suggesting?
If I could be talked through it, I'll probably get it.
Yeah. So one of the first points, which it's relevant to almost all movements or flows, but it's at the beating heart of the Turkish get-up, is that the quality of any one given position will dictate the quality of the next one. And so the setup is really important on this. And what Dominica was also suggesting to address the aspect of the roll was for that right hand to be maybe closer to 45 degrees than 90 degrees out to the side. So no, you were more, bring it lower, mate, lower, and maybe a hint more. And then now, as you go up, instead of trying to do it in one smooth flow, break it down into the different positions. So the first one, you're going to roll onto your shoulder. So just
So that
reach,
arms are
yep. So that, yeah, the arm will stay there, and then and pause there and breathe. So cycle a breath in that position. And then now you're going to do the reach, roll, and then rotate the hand on that elbow. You're going to, that elbow is going to drive into the floor. Integrate your breathing with it. So a big full breath. And then on the out breath, you can push and reach. Yeah, you've got a block there, have you? So what does it feel to you is the block? Is it that can you articulate what you think the block is? Obviously, jump in at any point, Dominica.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is if you actually spin 90 degrees so that your leg that's staying straight is against your couch there, so that actually gives you something to push into with your straight leg. I think part of it looks like at your sticking point, it's that your whole body is kind of wanting to do a crunch. So you're kind of bending forward as opposed to, I think it feels funny right now, that 45-degree angle of the arm as opposed to the 90, and that idea of kind of rolling in the direction of the arm. I think if your couch there gave you something for your straight leg foot to push against, it might make the whole thing feel a little bit better.
You sort of understand that with the foot, Jules?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know when you're getting that.
Not solid at the bottom? Okay. I say the trunk behind you might work too, if there's nothing to push against at the bottom of the couch.
The leg there, I could try.
One of the things as well is just think about getting long in the leg. See if you can get some contact at it though, because that will make more sense to your movement brain, so to speak. And you got to reach past that hand, so you're rolling. That's it. Hey, look at that! How did that feel, mate?
Yeah, that felt good. That felt good. I don't think I could have been relying on the sofa too much.
It didn't look like you were. And I think this is also what Dominica was meaning as well. You're not so much relying on the sofa for structural support. Yeah. It communicates that it's there, and it's you sort of switching some of the sagittal core muscles off, so that you're not. So your movement brain doesn't try to find the solution of doing a crunch. It says, yeah, that one's off the table. I'm going to find a different way. Yeah. You reach and you roll. It all played in. But mate, have a little look at the video. That was as smooth as you like. How you came up then.
Bizarrely felt quite simple, actually.
Yeah, and that is when you know you're moving authentically, because it's simple. It's not an effort. It's just movement.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Brilliant, mate. Well done, Dominica.
Great job.
TJ, spotlight's on you, mate. Remember, you've always got the option of going down through the Turkish get-up, same as coming up.
Come here.
Don't forget to integrate your breathing, TJ. See you, Alison. Lift your head and look. That's it. Right. Yeah, good. Integrate your breathing. Great stuff, TJ. Outstanding, mate.
Good work.
Now cycle a breath there, and then you're going to reverse your way through that movement. Just breathe the ataxia away first. Take counter reach, so you can control the roll going back. Well done.
Put them.
Try and straighten out that spine when you're in the seat. That's it. Big wide chest. Cycle a breath while you're up there. And then you're going to reverse it back down. Don't slide the hand, bend the elbow. That's it. Well done, mate. Yeah, so you notice a little bit similar to Jules, you're getting that leg pop, and you should be able to address it in a similar way of how we looked at Jules, thinking about keeping that leg long, and and if you've got something to push into, even better, and thinking about the reach into the roll so that you're not facing forward. The more you face forward, the more your body's going to think you want to do a sit-up.
So, raise that one.
Yeah, so okay, we can go through it, mate. Just roll onto your shoulder, big breath in, then head comes up and you look, and then you roll onto the shoulder. And Julie, as ever, reads the game perfectly. And what you can do, Julie, you can just keep tapping his foot and getting him to push into that hand, tap it onto the sole of the foot, and you get that was much better again. But that's it, reach and roll. Way better. And it's the same coming down. Now, when you come down, TJ and Julie, use the palm of your hand so you can push a bit of force in there so that he registers it. No, give it a almost like you're hitting a drum. So you a little bit of force and keep tapping it with that open hand. There you go. But obviously, don't try to weight it down. Yeah, TJ, that was great. Feel free to have another little practice while we're going through. Santiago, I saw you warming up there, mate. So this better be good.
It's been too long, so I need the practice.
Remember, I want this silky smooth, mate. Integrate your breathing. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Stuff, TJ. That's Santiago. Excellent. Timor.
All right.
See what you got, mate. Nice setup. Nice. So counter reach, counter reach. Not bad, mate, but The only reason that leg popped up there, I think, is because you straightened out that right leg.
Oh, yeah.
If you
Okay.
kept it there, you would have that rotational drive from that foot being down, and you could counteract that leg popping up. So we can see you rectify that on the other side, mate.
Of course.
Right, get the angles of those legs right in the setup. Reach and roll. Reach and roll as you're coming round on that elbow. Yes. Integrate your breathing. Great stuff, TJ. TJ, Jesus.
Yeah.
Timo. Right, now, Timo, before you go down, mate, before you go down, just
Right.
correct your position. That's it. It's, you know, it's fine that you had to work your way up, but just get your awareness of what a good position is. That's it.
Okay. And drop the elbow
Yeah,
first.
yeah, just you reverse the movement. That's it. Now think about that left heel to stop you rotating and stopping that right leg popping up. Use your breathing. Big breath in, controlled out breath. Well done, mate. Excellent, Timo.
Thank you.
Corey, next up, mate. That's nice. Great attention to detail, mate. And well done, Corey.
Thank you, Steve.
Gary, next up, mate. And remember, integrate your breathing. Nice, slow and controlled.
Huh? I didn't read.
Reach, counter reach. That's it. Nice and controlled, Gary. Well done. This is massively moved on, mate. Now think about the legs. You want them at the correct setup, particularly that left leg, because that should give you the driving force you need. Use your breathing. Excellent, Gary. Really good. Now, attention to detail on the way down now, Gary, and use your breathing. Well done, mate. Excellent. All right, then. Linda.
Yep.
Du bist der Nächste für das türkische Aufstehen. That's great. It's a little bit like how Jules described this thing. You sort of came up there so cleanly. You were thinking, hang on, is there something else I need to do?
And this is strange, this 45 degrees.
Mhm.
Oh. Yeah.
Really concentrate on this. Keep that leg long. Get long in that left leg. That's great stuff. Excellent, Linda.
Oh. Thank you.
Sehr gut. Chelsea, thanks for joining.
Mm.
Are you going to play or?
Yep. And sorry. Yeah. That's all good. I couldn't find the mute button.
I was wondering if the one sock on was some sort of protest statement or.
Well, since I can only feel my left foot and I can only find one sock. That's all.
What's a girl going to do? Nice. Boom. People could notice a little bit of difference in style here, the way Chelsea's sort of reaching straight up. Chelsea's mimicking the Turkish get-up loaded, if she was using a kettlebell. And because she's quite skilled in the Turkish get-up, she doesn't need the reach to supplement her.
Almost what happens.
Don't, yeah, I can say don't slide that hand out. Well done. Excellent. I think, it's your Tom hiding in the corner.
Always forget about
Yeah,
Tom.
don't put baby in the corner. Yeah, only our generation gets that one, mate. Nice, Tom. Yeah, really smooth. Crispin, Domenica, anything to add before we move on?
I think everybody did a great job. I think if you watch what Tom and Chelsea did there, something to work towards is, in your rolling, you're used to probably on an upper body roll, the lower body not helping, where with this Turkish get up roll, that bent leg, that heel in the ground is kind of your steering wheel. So when you bend that leg up, if you think about that heel stepping into a puddle of super glue, and we kind of just watched Tom and Chelsea do that then helps steer the whole movement. So you're not kind of trying to struggle and crunch through it, but that heel is actually, giving you the driving force to make it nice and smooth. So feel for that smoothness as you get more accustomed to really planting that heel of the bent leg.
Crispin, and you want to add?
Yeah,
mate?
like addition, I would just saying the arm at the 45-degree angle does make a difference. Like I struggle to do a clean Turkish kind of get up on my right, but the arm, having my right arm at the 45-degree angle makes a big difference. It does for Adita too.
Okie doke. Sticking with the supported spine. Next one, the bird dog. Now, I'm not going to individually critique because we're running a little bit low on time, but everyone is reasonably familiar with what we're after here. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I said bird dog, didn't I? I meant dead bugs.
Okay.
And so remember that your 4-point check before you start looking for coordination.
Good comment.
And the first point when we start looking for coordination is that all the limbs arrive and depart at the same time. We don't worry about speed at all. Remember your 4-point check, Tom? So those arms want to be vertical as opposed to coming forward.
You keep that in front.
That's much better, mate. So we want to try and think about that when that left heel goes down, Linda. We want that to be going down at the same time as your right hand finishes its journey down. So that's it. It's nice. That's it. Just think about coordinating them.
Legs straight before you hit the ground.
That's spot on, Chelsea. That's nice, Amber. You see you doing your 4-point check.
Rob, see if you can get your left leg to touch down on the floor, if you can. I think you might be kind of holding it up a little bit as you straighten out that left leg. See if you can get it to kind of connect down a bit.
With my PT guy, he says keep the legs up. So
Oh, okay. Oh, beg your pardon.
Well, I would potentially he's after a certain goal for when he's doing that. But what we're after here is trying to get the coordination, but also you want confirmation that everything is going through the full range. Now you don't want to slam dunk the leg. You want to pretend that your heel is an egg, and you don't want to crack the egg, but you do want to make sure that it's going through its full range, and you'll get that confirmation from the contact with the floor. That's really good, Rob. Not least because I know how previously, you were struggling with the coordination of the legs, and there's not even a hint of that here. Do you recognize that in yourself, Rob?
yeah. So
Yeah, spot on, mate. Gary, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Coordination was great. 4-point check's great. Just think about integrating your breathing, and then
Legs straight before you hit
it'll be smooth and it'll accelerate itself. That's nice, mate.
Okay. I said, he said to see if you pretend your heel has an egg on it.
That's nice, TJ. Remember to integrate your breathing with it. That's nice, Timo. Really controlled movement, mate. Really nice. That's been a hallmark of you recently, mate.
Currently.
Nice time for a rest, Corey. You just had your own camera. Righty-o. Anyone got any questions, anything they'd like to point out either about themselves or anything they've spotted or got a question about elsewhere? Right.
Good.
Now, I want to move into a squat flow of choice. And so we can either do the frog flow, or you can do the reverse into squat, which was so successful on Wednesday. Or if you have another squat flow, there's obviously the rotational one as well. You can go in there, but it's nice to coordinate it with a crawling pattern, because we're sort of running through the crawling pattern for time. So Timor, what would you like, mate?
I'm gonna go with the frog flow.
Excellent. It's discipline and getting the an authentic quadruped. Excellent. That's it. It's good, mate. Remember we talked about that. Think about that hand needs to be under the shoulder, mate, doesn't it? Otherwise it'll compromise the next movement. It's all right if it doesn't go there straight away, but just take the time to correct it. Nice. Great, Timo. Nice.
Nice.
Integrate your breathing. Brilliant adjustment, mate. Well done. Breathe. If you've got to adjust the position, adjust it.
Yeah. Oh. I could review some work.
Right, so breathe, mate. If you lean, get the weight onto that left foot and you can adjust that right hand. Small adjustments. Get it a little bit further back. Timo, magnificent, mate.
Okay.
Timo, that was absolutely fantastic, mate. Your quality movement's not about never making mistakes. It's how you can cope and rectify mistakes. And mate, your recent improvement is what allowed you. There was 2 points there where it would have been failure without question previously.
If you remember, I would always fall back into the mirror or the wall.
Well, mate, I think there's a mark on the wall where X marks the spot behind you.
You know it, yeah.
Mate, that was tremendous. Timo, outstanding.
Thanks, thank you.
Rob?
Yeah.
What would you like?
The frog crawl.
I thought you might have. Oh, right. Yeah. Use your breathing, mate. Excellent, Rob. Well done, mate. Outstanding. Corey, what have you got for us, bud?
Do the frog float.
Rightio. Obviously, Crispin, Dominica, anything you want to add at any time, don't wait for me. Just shout out.
No, no.
Nice attention to detail, mate. That squat's getting lower and lower, bud.
Yeah.
Nice.
Corey, that is really good. Really, really smooth there.
And then
Corey,
going behind my back is still hard.
Corey, the next time you do a frog float, I'd love to see a when you're returning from the crab crawl, see if you can lead with your right upper limb.
Right leg?
Your upper limb. When you're going from the crab back into the squat. Because it's so when you're transitioning, yeah, from that crab back into the squat, because you're so smooth leading with that left upper limb. What can I say? You know, when you're going from here,
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're so good. You're so good when you lead. Yeah, you lead with your left upper limb to come forward. I'd be really interested to see if it's as smooth on the right, because your neurology is automatically selecting that left side for you, because your neurology knows you've got that connection just like that. So it'd be really interesting to see whether you've got that connection on that right upper limb too. But great work, mate. Great work.
I agree. I do that because it's a lot to put the weight on my left shoulder.
Okay.
I should practice. That's a good point. Like, if I put all my weight here and come around with my right first, it's a little harder sometimes.
Yeah, Corey, that's a really nice point. And actually, even like not to do the whole pattern, like even to do like not even to get all the way through with that, but even just from here, just like to test the water. Yeah, like as Steve always says, integrate the breathing. But can you, like from a crab position, are you able to do something like that, or even just like reduce the amount of weight bearing on that?
I like that idea.
Small, really small adjustments. Use the water, see what it's like. But great work, mate.
Yeah, that twist I feel in my hip too.
Okay.
but I gotta work on it. Thank you.
Solid, mate. Well done.
TJ, don't know whether I should try to tempt another miracle, but
The quad pickup was good.
that was the miracle I was thinking about, mate.
Go a little further for me. Tiny bit forward.
Nice discipline, TJ. Now, you want to make sure you're close enough to the sofa, so you might need to crawl your legs back just a little. So keep the hands under the shoulders. Keep the hands under the shoulders, mate.
I think that's too far. What did you do?
Yep. You need to keep those hands under the shoulders. So your head up, looking forward, and then you can move that left knee back. That's it.
It's too far, TJ.
Well,
You
yeah.
needed more room last time. You ran into the couch.
And that's a nice mummy bear, just right position, mate. Right, now think about the width of your feet. I'm not going to tell you whether they're too wide or too narrow. That's for you to feel and to know what you're going to be doing next. Remember to keep that weight over those hands. So if you're wanting to move the hips back, the hands have got to crawl back, haven't they?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Keep breathing, mate. Keep that integrated breathing. Keep the weight over the hands. That's it. Fill the abdomen with breath, mate.
You're good. You're good. Just need to keep coming. You're not on your feet yet. There you go. There you go. Gotta get your right knee up, your right heel down.
Yeah. Good job.
That left foot needs to come out a little, Julie.
Which one?
Left foot needs to be a little wider.
Can you get your left foot a little wider?
Okay, now that's cycle of breath, mate. Cycle of breath, get control. Now you want to feel the weight through your hands, and you've got to do it under control. You've got to crawl forward, keeping the shoulders over the hands, mate.
He wants you to go on your hands and knees. Or your knees down.
Hands got to move, mate. That's it. Otherwise, you topple forward.
Good job.
Great stuff, TJ. Well done, mate. Well done, Julie. Amber, you just going to watch on this one?
Yeah.
Okay, Santiago. Been a while, mate. Nice.
Mhm.
That Cossack blood coming out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Very good.
Mhm.
Like you've never been away, Santiago.
Mhm.
Yes. Great stuff. Well done, mate.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Linda,
Yep.
was haben Sie?
Mhm. Girlie? Hey.
Did you think about it, Linda?
Yeah, I thought with 10, but I used both. Oh.
Nice.
Good control. Nice. Really nice, Linda. Well done. Gary. Let's see how you go, mate. Let's take it nice and slow, mate. Don't rush it. Now think about the width of your feet. Got to have enough room to drop those hips through. Stay low if you can, mate. Stay low. And weight over those shoulders. Crawl them back in. Keep the weight forward. Weight forward, mate. And another great effort, Gary. Now, I think it was the width of the feet again. Really, really difficult to hold a deep squat with narrow feet. But that was really smooth movement, Gary. You can tell you're really coming on with this. Domenica, Crispin, do you want to add anything for Gary? Because I think he wants another go at it.
I agree with you, Steve. Narrowing the stance in a deep squat is really, really advanced. So I think if you follow what Steve said there and just kind of notice your footprint, it'll be a little easier to ease into.
And stay low, Gary, stay low. Now breathe, just breathe there. Breathe there and get awareness in the position. Keep the weight on the hands, mate. Weight on the hands.
Really nice, Gary.
That's awesome, mate.
That was fantastic. Yeah, well done.
I'd stay with that, Gary. I'd stay with that. That's really, really good. That's great stuff, mate.
Really well done.
That is awesome.
That was really good, Gary.
Yeah. Good job.
That was outstanding. And that next position is going to come. And what you need to be able to do is when you get that first hand behind you, you need to feel that you can put your weight through it. And if you can't feel it holding the weight, we're not quite there yet. I mean, it's great that you can reach behind and touch. If you can't feel the weight, bring that hand back, reach behind and touch with the other. And then just come back to this and just keep moving within the edge of ability.
Steve,
but not beyond.
Steve.
Yep.
Steve, I thought that was a really interesting thing that you said, where you held Gary back from going another step forward.
Yeah.
And I just wondered, what was it? Because Gary made what he did just then was really successful. I got a sense that it was really helpful that he didn't try to transition to the next bit. But
Absolutely.
what was it that told you that it would be better just to stick with that success and not push it?
Challenge but successful. And if you keep searching for the edge, in most things, but particularly with movement, you'll find the edge by going past it, and it will really take away from the learning experience. But in what he did there, and it being successful, and dopamine is a brilliant reinforcer of neuroplasticity. So I think it's that'd be really good for Gary, and it was a brilliant performance anyway, and in being able to explore that movement and explore that deep squat successfully is just magic, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can follow up with a little bit of magic from Chelsea Ayres.
I was gonna ask, should I do the squat flow or the squat crawl?
It entirely up to you, Chelsea.
Well, that's not very helpful.
You're the squat crawl.
All right.
I like that.
Okay.
It's not that Chelsea can't make decisions. It's just
I can do.
It's like deal or no deal.
I like them. Thank you, Corey.
I gotcha.
That's not Chelsea.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go there, but wait, wait, all right, in my room. Let's squat crawl. And this is the baby crawl.
All right, well done, Chelsea. Tom?
Rehab. And I think that
Frog?
the frog, yes.
That's nice, mate. That looks really fluent. Great. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Right, now we're running out of time a little. And I had a couple of movements I wanted to put in. I'll throw the floor open to Dominica and Crispin if there's anything they want to add, or if there's anything they want to put anyone through. If they want to.
Yeah, did we give Jules a chance to do his flow?
No, we're shutting him out tonight. Sorry, Jules.
Come on. Up a bit too near the front.
Nice, no reaching, mate. Nice. That's fine. That's the Jules technique.
Yeah.
Well done. Good awareness. Remember your breathing. Excellent, mate.
Very good.
Glad I didn't forget you now.
Yeah.
Right, so for I want to do a little compendium for the last movement then, because there was a couple I wanted to still get through, and I wanted to introduce the Indian clubs as well. So there's a couple of different things, and so I'm probably going to issue some movements personally. And Linda, do you have your Indian clubs with you?
Yeah.
Marvelous. Now, can you step and slam for us, please?
Oh, I need to choose for that.
Yeah. Okie doke. Well, we will be back. Give you
Yeah,
a
okay, okay.
little bit of time.
Yep.
Timo,
Yes.
can we see a Turkish get up to half kneeling?
Oh boy. We'll give it a shot.
You got this, Timo.
Remember, Timo,
All
do
right.
or not do. There is no try.
Yeah. That's right.
You're breathing. Pause and breathe, mate. Pause and breathe there, and have a think about where we're going next. And think of that hand-foot relationship. Think of your hand-foot relationship. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but you just knowing what you're trying to do next. Just have a feel and see whether it feels right. Is there enough room? Is there enough support?
I think we're good.
Excellent. And so now be prepared to use that hand if you need it. It's not a fail if you do, but
Right.
you just do what you got to do, mate. Remember your breathing. Oh, unlucky me. I think you sort of threw yourself into the movement, didn't you?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, so take that position again.
I found more luck if I keep my leg out.
Yeah.
I can bounce a little better.
Yeah, let's go for it then, mate. And then you do the sweep afterwards to get it under. And so what you want to do in that position, mate, is that a little bit as I was suggesting before. You want to just take stock. And if you feel you've got to throw yourself into it, bring that other hand down beforehand and then just do it controlled. And because one of the things you want to be able to feel, you need to feel that heel has got to be down.
Okay.
That heel can come up for two reasons. It can be that's one of your sort of ataxia symptoms, isn't it? You know, so it could be for that, but it can also be that your movement brain senses you haven't got enough room. And so coming up onto the toes gives you that room, you know? And so we want to eliminate any ambiguity as to what's causing it. So don't throw yourself into it. Remember, hips and shoulders are going to counteract each other.
And you want to move your knee forward, correct?
That's right. But that heel, get that heel down. Timur, breathe,
Hey.
breathe, mate.
Well done.
Wow.
Breathe, and then you're going to squat up. Big wide chest. Keep the hand down. You're all right, mate. Hand down for the start. Big wide chest. And get tall. Don't look down. Great effort, mate.
Yeah.
And to be
That
honest,
was-
the prize there was getting that knee under. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent, mate.
Nice. Thank you, Steve.
All right, Linda, have we tied our laces? Is she with us? Yes. she
Yes,
is.
I'm here.
Yeah, don't so much go for speed. Yeah, just try to get that slightly wider step. And keeping that weight a bit more over that front foot. That's it. Slam them down so you can step forward. But then if you're going to pause, it's after the slam. That's great, Linda. You're getting it now. That's it. Great stuff. Just work on getting that, lengthening that stride back.
Yeah. I do it better without a slam, but that's not it. Yeah.
Tom, have you got a kettlebell around? The Turkish get up, mate?
Yeah.
Only got time for one side, I'm afraid. Look at that. You're like a professional Turkish get up now. You turn your watch the other way.
Well, it'll hit the kettlebell hill lock phase.
Yeah, exactly. Only professional Turkish get uppers know that, mate.
Oh.
Think about that 90-90, mate. Think. Get that foot forward more, mate. Foot forward beforehand. Yeah, now you get a range of dorsiflexion. Well done, mate. And earlier on, the smoothness with which you drew the knee under initially, it was a great movement. Now, admittedly, it then had a bit of a wobble, but it really smooth up until then, mate. That was outstanding.
And the Charlie Chaplin walk at the end.
Yeah.
Looking good, Tom. Looking good. Well done.
Josie, have you got a kettlebell?
I do. All right.
There's snow on the ground in Ohio. There's a
Yeah, but we have some really weird weather coming. Whatever. It's definitely snow. All right, what am I doing? Turkey, get it. Turkey, get it.
yeah, up to half kneeling. Now use your breathing, Tink, and don't throw yourself into it. That's nice.
Show me their side, like put. I mean.
Breathe, remember. That's great. Breathe, breathe, Tank.
Well done.
That's it. Now think about that hand position. Breathe. Feel the weight through the foot as well. Wow, unlucky Tink. Tink, that was fantastic. That really was. That was some great movement there. Well done.
I couldn't get my breath to calm down my ataxia.
Yeah.
Oh, that was exciting.
Good job.
Corey, next up, mate.
Corey!
Ice cream scoops. Pendulum rotations. Pay attention, Rob, because you're doing these next, mate.
Yeah.
Big wide chest, mate. Get your breathing. That's it. Stay tall. Stay tall in the spine. Nice. Well done, Corey.
Thank you.
All right then, Rob. Forewarned is forearmed, mate. I get your breathing. Focus on your breathing, Rob. Nice. That's great, Rob. Make sure you come through the 6 o'clock. That's it. Left hand through the 6 o'clock. Yes. Back through the 6 o'clock. Excellent.
Nice.
Rob, this is brilliant, mate. Massive progress. Well done, bud. Well done. I think the one for you there, Rob, is you just start thinking about trying to narrow that stance, but not to the point where it compromises the quality of your rotation and swing. But
Yeah.
that's where your focus wants to be. But
Okay.
Rob, that is brilliant, mate. You
Thank
really come on with that. Jules, have you got your clubs, mate?
Oh, yeah.
And we go for a hip hinge.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So from sitting on those ankles.
Remind me, I can't remember.
Yeah, so give yourself a hug.
That's it.
That's it. You're forward, and then you're going to explode out and come into tall kneeling. You don't have to start all the way on the ankles. You can just come up a little, find that sweet spot that you can explode from. That's it. Well done. Don't think about speed and the repetitions so much. You want to be using your full expansive movement, and so it's keep that hips back. Don't flex the spine when you come down. You want to move the hips back. Keep those chest wide. Chest wide. Yes. Yeah. And you see that snap you got in the pelvis then, mate? That's what we want to see. Well done. Excellent. Yeah. Great stuff, Jules.
Sure.
Santiago, have you got yourself some clubs, mate?
Yeah.
Now, I don't think I've seen you do it before. Can you step and slam?
Which was that? I don't think I've done them.
That was the one which Linda did, but
Which Linda did, yeah.
You can do the pendulum rotations if you haven't done that.
I've done the pendulum rotation, but I can try the other one.
Yeah, that's the spirit, mate.
So is that
as you step back and you want it's like into a rear lunge. So you're going to reach backward, so you load the toes. The heels shouldn't really touch down. Now, it's a big ask to do it on display for the first time, mate. Yep. And you use that slam down to step forward. That's it, nice and coordinated. And I think if you hold the clubs nearer to the end, mate, I think it will actually benefit you. You'll feel like you'll get more. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Try and narrow that stance a bit, mate. You've got that in you. That's it. A breath in, out. Don't worry about speed, mate. Don't worry about speed. In.
Yeah.
Out. Keep that spine tall. Yes. And think about trying to throw that club up into the ceiling. That's it. Yes. Yes. There you go.
Good job.
And if you can get that little dip in the knees, which you might have seen, Linda's got a great example of it. It'll just sort of help you recycle the energy a little bit in it.
Never figured that out.
That's great. Anything you want to add, Dominica? I'm sure Brett has taken you through this.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's doing a great job, and you know, like Steve talked about earlier, the basics, like really getting comfortable with your grip on the club to start, and you know, feeling where the momentum of the club is taking you, and you know, going with that rather than fighting it goes a long way.
Brilliant comment, that feeling where the momentum of the club's taking you. That's spot on. Now Gary looks like he's ready for war. Let's go with that hip hinge, mate. That's it.
Nice.
Oh. Don't worry about that, mate.
Hey, you're up.
We can go through that again. And once you're up there, if you feel you're getting challenged with your control, just return down. Nice transition into position, mate. And relax down. That's it. Now pause. Get control of your breath, mate. Get hold of the clubs. That's it. Now remember, you've got to keep your weight on that right leg as well. And breathe out. That's it. Don't rush, mate. Don't rush. Get control of your breathing. Control of your breathing, control of the clubs. Big breath in and out. Get tall. Tall. You've got to bring those hips through, mate. Because getting your hips under is what will stop you collapsing. Breathe out and back down. Cycle of breath, mate. Breathe in and then out. Push as you push the hips through. Great effort, Gary. We'll leave it at that one there, mate. Is there anything you want a question on that one, guys? Is there any, do you feel you know where you want to go with the movement? Yeah.
Rehab.
Yeah. Because you've certainly got the movement in you, and you showed there was about 3 or 4 reps where you were successful in getting up, and then as soon as you feel you're challenged in the control, you can go back down, and get your breathing. You've got to take any sense of anxiety or stress out of the movement, and it's the hips. So when you come up, you've got to feel those hips underneath you. The hips are behind. That's what's going to make you fall forward. But it was a great effort, mate. TJ. Tegus, get up for you, mate. Oh. Make sure that right foot is pointing to between 7 and 8 o'clock. That's it. As Dominica said earlier, you want to feel that heel is super glued down, and that's where you're going to get your drive and rotation from. Now integrate your breathing into this, buddy. That's it.
Relax your face.
Head up and look where you're going to go. That's it. That's great. Now in this position, that's nice, mate. And now you can put that right hand down in front of you. Not behind, mate. Get the right hand in front as if you're going to go into a crawl. And then that might have allowed you the other hand down to get that knee under. You can have another go if you want, mate. That's it. This is looking smoother every time you do it. Reach into the roll. That's it. Well done. Great stuff. Now that right hand goes in front of that left knee. Now big breath in, and it's going to come from that right heel. Well done, Julie. And you're just going to bring that knee under as if you're going to go into a crawl, into the quadruped. Push. Excellent, mate. That's grand. That'll do you, TJ. You can go up and, yeah. TJ, excellent, mate. Look at that, mate. Awesome, TJ. And all of that movement and transition, it's just doing you the world of good. Well done, mate.
Amazing.
Look at that. Excellent. Have I left anyone out? No, Amber is there. Tell you what, Amber, you can give us a bridge, can't you?
I can give you a break. That's about all I can do. All right.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's really good, Amber.
Great stuff. Well done, Amber.
Nice.
Really clean movement, that.
Thank you.
It's excellent. Another marvelous session.
Right.
Crispin, do you want to add anything, mate?
It's really well done, everyone. Really, really well done. Great, really great work. Thank you. Thanks. Privileged to watch you guys.
Yeah, there was some magic in there, wasn't there? Dominica, you want to give us some closing comments?
Oh, I just want to say thank you. I know I don't get to join you all that often, but I so much appreciate that you're all willing to have me. And I think one of the most effective things in watching all of you is the more I learn, the more I have an appreciation for the basics. And you do such a great job with, you know, some of the really foundational things. Your breathing, which out of everything that I've learned in the last 15 years, I always come back to, I need to breathe more and I need to breathe better. And that's the foundation of so much of your success. And it's really impressive looking at the hip mobility that all of you guys have. You wouldn't even be able to be attempting a lot of this stuff if you didn't have, you know, some good hip mobility, which, you know, your breathing, your core stability is granting you that. And I hesitated to mention this earlier because it's a little bit theoretical, but you know, some of the positioning stuff can seem kind of tedious, and is that really important in the beginning? But what I would say is a lot of what you're doing is granted to you with the permission of your nervous system. And some of those little positioning tweaks that may not seem important actually help put your joints in better positions that your nervous system then grants you access to those positions. So just a thought to kind of take away, mull over, you know, combine with your great breathing and the work that you're doing. But it's always a privilege to be with you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thanks for your comments throughout. They've been a great little addition to the session, Dominica.
Yeah.
So, anyone want to have any reflections, anything you'd like to add or ask?
Yeah, Steve,
Yep.
dear for the Bills, go Bills.
Sorry, TJ, say again, mate.
Cheer for the Bills.
Cheer for the Bills.
Do I cheer for the Bills? Now, as it happens, mate, I think, you know, I have split loyalty between the Pats and the Steelers. Don't ask me why. It was just when, you know, American football was introduced to the UK. This is when I was.
Don't watch you like us.
Yeah.
TJ, the Eagles are out, mate. So I'll cheer for the Bills for you.
Is Gary still on? I think he's a Chiefs fan.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Mahomes is doing well. Mahomes is still the guy.
Well, yeah. No one
Right,
tell
Gary?
Eric we'll lose a friend. I've already blagged him that he was with the Giants one year, so blagged him that Corey was a Jets fan.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, then, guys. That was
Thanks a
brilliant.
lot, Steve.
And
Thanks, everyone.
we will
Thanks,
see
Steve,
you.
thanks everyone. See you
See you
on
on
Monday.
Monday.
Thanks, Dominica.
See you
Cheers.
soon, Dominica.
Thanks, Dominica.
Thank you.
Ta-ra.